Cal State San Bernardino at their place on Thursday, and then we travel all the way up to the top of the state to play Humboldt on Saturday. So, we've got our work cut out for us. Between the three of us, we're the three top scoring teams in the conference. So it's going to come down to whoever can get more stops. As simple as that sounds, that's going to be a big thing. I think Bernardino has one of the best guards in the league, if not the best guard, and Humboldt's got one of the best forwards in the league for sure. So, it's gonna be a challenge. The trip is always a challenge. We got to leave on Wednesday. I think we have the better way. Going south, I think, is a little bit easier than going up to Humboldt first. So, but we'll see. We played really well on Saturday. Both of these teams, Bernardino's tied with us in the standings and Humboldt's behind us, but as you well know, that doesn't mean anything. We're on the road, and they're both very good teams, so we're going to have our work cut out for us this weekend.
What are you expecting from this weekend?
I'm just expecting us to get better. Our goal is to improve every game. And we had some things that we didn't do well against LA that we were much better with against Dominguez. So, we need to have a full 40 minutes of effort and a ton of energy when you're playing on the road. And historically we've been pretty good on the road. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be kind of a homecoming for some of our guys. So hopefully they'll step up and play with a little bit more energy on the San Bernardino trip. And the day in between is always nice when you're traversing the state.
How does the change in days instead of playing back-to-back, how does that affect the players?
I don't know that it affects them. I think it's actually nicer because you get that day in between where you can allow your body a chance to rest. Now, granted, you're going to be stuffed in a plane and a bus for a majority of that day, but you're not going back out there and getting beat on and running up and down the floor. And I've always been a huge proponent of the whole league should play Thursday, Saturday. It gives you a day of prep in between, so I think the games are better. Just because teams are able to prepare and the kids get a little bit more rest and recovery, and I think it's healthier for their bodies.
All right, so you're going back to Humboldt this weekend where you played as a student for 3 years. What's that going to be like?
It'll be good. It's always good to go back up there. I didn't get a chance to go to the alumni game. It'd be really nice to get a win up there. Got a lot of good memories, see a lot of old friends. It's a good winning tradition. They were able to sweep Humboldt last year, both home and away. So to do that this year will be really good, being that I'm on the staff now.
As a player, you never had to endure the San Bernardino Humboldt trip or the long trip like this. What are you looking forward to being a coach now that you have to go Thursday, Saturday?
It'll be interesting on the coaching aspect to make sure our guys maintain focus. I think they're pretty focused right now going into the beginning of the week, being that we felt that we let one slip last Friday. I think it'll be really good to see how they maintain the focus and how they can play. It's a tough trip. It's going to be tough on all of us. Fortunately have the front end of the trip, and Nate has the back end of the trip. I think it'll be a good time to bond, and hopefully it'll be a turning point for our season. I think it's very important that we try to come away with the road sweep. Obviously, a split is good, but it's a tough trip, and if we can come away with the sweep, I think it'll boost our confidence going into the second half of conference play.
What are you expecting from the team play-wise?
Just to continue to be consistent. I think our point guards did a very good job against Dominguez Hills on Saturday at being floor generals. They led the floor. We limited turnovers. We only had 11, I think. The past couple of games we had been getting around 20, which is far too high for us to be successful. As long as we can limit turnovers, I think we should be successful. If not successful, at least be in games that we're competing for a chance to win late down the stretch. I hope that we're confident when we go in there, and everyone is confident in their shots and they're shooting the ball, and we just play together and play hard, play as a team.